Hi, I'm Timothy Williams. I'm your host for Keeping It Real Talk Show. And today's topic is the barbershop gossip, child support. And we're here at A Gentleman Cuts barbershop. You might have saw some of the footage on last time we were here. But today we flipped the strip and we're going to talk about child support. Now let's go into the barbershop. Our topic is about the barbershop gossip, which is child support. So how y'all doing, Mr. Mike?
We're doing great today.
That's good, man. It's good to be back in the big city of Enterprise.
Good to have you back, bro.
Right. I see you busy, man. You love cutting hair. You know, Saturday is one of your busiest days, right?
Exactly.
So we're just glad to be over here, man, just to, you know, as they say, kick it with you and talk about, you know, child support. You know, you don't have a lot of people talk about, you know, child support. So let me ask you this right here. With child support, have you seen more guys on child support than the woman?
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely. There's more men than women
there's more men than women.
on child support.
Right.
It ruled in the woman's favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe.
In some cases, right?
In some cases, in most.
The most, yeah. So, what you think brings on child support on the male? We're gonna talk on the male side.
On the male side,
Yeah.
what brings on child support?
Yeah. Do you think it's because of a lot of times people think it's dealing with deadbeat, you know, men?
But a lot of time it's just, on the men's side, well, I'm saying, you got a lot of deadbeat dads out there. You got a lot of them that want to step up to the plate, you know, but for the most part, I don't know, I think it's just ruled like that in the court, you know, once a couple go to court for child support, you know.
Right.
In the beginning, it just, that's how it turns out.
Yeah.
Man just end up, which I don't think it should be that way.
Right.
I think they should, if they go to court for child support, they should sit down together, you know, and try to see first, you know, maybe up under the courts, if they can come up with an agreement. But, you know, I don't know.
Right. Yeah. That's true. You do have a lot of guys, and a lot of them are not deadbeats.
A lot of them aren't.
Sometimes, you know, a woman will flip that thing because she want a paycheck.
Yeah, she
don't want to work. You know
She don't
what I'm saying?
wanna
Some
work.
of them don't want to
Or
work.
some of it just being spiteful, you know, they're just
Yeah.
mad and that's the route they want to go, you know. Just trying to, you know, get back at it, bro.
Yeah.
I think it shouldn't go that way, man. I think everybody, if it's supposed to be equal,
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean? And then
Right.
what is it called? Child support.
Uh-huh.
So they ought to sit down and just see what the best way to support this child. Cause a lot of that child support don't go to no child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's used for the wrong reason.
So where did it go? Man, sometimes.
Where do it go? Where it go?
Yeah, where it go?
Nowadays, sometimes they go away on the boyfriend.
Yeah.
They go on the nails and the shoes and, you know,
Yeah.
the pampering, you know. But
A lot of times kids don't even see it, right?
they don't see it. A lot of times they don't see it. Me, myself, personally, I believe, you know, in some cases, child support is necessary, you know what I mean?
Right.
My thing is sometimes they too much, you know what I mean? Cause,
Right.
you know, I got kids, I have kids living in the home with me, and I know they don't cost no $300-400 a month.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Take care of one
To take
child.
care of one child. They don't, you know, you buy them clothes, they got shoes, they go day to day with that, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, you know, some women would like to believe that, you know, oh, now I need child support, help pay these bills. She need to go get a better job.
Sometimes the case may be the woman don't want to work, right?
A lot of times that, you know,
They're
you know,
looking for a free ticket, you know.
looking for a free ticket, and they see the child as a paycheck.
Right.
I feel like if a man had to pay child support every month, the least they can do is ask the woman to provide receipts
Uh-huh. Right.
showing, you know, where this money going. You know what I
Right.
mean? Cause you know a lot of men getting dragged back and forth to court. They can't live. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know they get their check and you know, chiss up. That's what they look on the check. It look like chiss up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's tearing them up and they can't live, and it just seems like the court system don't care if they live. So let's just say,
Right.
man pay child support every month, but he can't pay his bills. So what about the time he need to spend with his child? You know what I mean?
Right.
He ain't got nowhere for the child to come to because he can't maintain his bill. He can't maintain things. You know what I mean? So I feel like it should be a limit, a cap. You know what I mean?
Right.
To
So
how
based on your income.
Exactly. No, it shouldn't be based on no income. That's the problem. You know, they say it's based on the man's income. A man can't help it if he got a good job and he make good money. You know what I mean? That woman shouldn't have to be able to get more money the more money he make.
Right.
One flat rate, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
$240, $250, you know what I mean, a month per child. That's reasonable.
Right.
Because this man get a raise, you can dig back in his pocket. That ain't fair. That ain't right. Now he got to adjust his living. That ain't fair. You know what I mean? And then here she is. He got to suffer, and because why? You know what I mean? But I feel like if they keep it at a flat rate, you know, just you know, like I say, $240, $250 a month, something like that right there. And the man, he got enough money to live, and then he also have enough money to even do more. Right. Most men kick out all that money a month, so when it comes to when they really need extra help, he can't do that. You know what I mean?
Right. So let me ask you this: you have a lot of guys when they come in and get their haircut. Is that the subject sometimes? They want
it's the subject a lot of times because, you know, because believe it or not, man, that's why a lot of men don't want to work.
Yeah.
Because they feel like they're working for nothing. You know, you work all week hard, you know, and then you get your check and you ain't got nothing but a couple dollars out of it. That ain't right, man. And the thing about it is, you have to pay child support. Then 9 to 10, in order for a man to get his rights, he got to spend more money to go back to court to see his youngest. You know what I mean? I feel like if it's child support, being around your child, teaching them, raising them, that's support, ain't it?
Right.
That part of it, ain't it? So that should be mandatory, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's 7 days in the week. I think it should be mandatory to say, hey, that man need to be with that child at least 3.
Spend time with them.
That's mandatory. That's support.
Yeah. And that should be the case because that child really need to know both parents. You know what I'm saying? Got to. That child is going to develop, you know, develop right. We have a lot of, now I deal with a lot of kids, you know, in mentoring. And a lot of them come from single parent homes. And that child sometimes suffers because that child doesn't have the father in their life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And especially if it's a little boy, you know, he needs his dad because there's some things mom can't tell that boy.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And vice versa, you know, that girl needs her mom.
Yeah.
You know? And
well, the both need the both.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
That's right.
And you know they got that old saying. They say, "Family that prays together stays together."
Right.
That don't have to necessarily mean that, you know, a family that prays together stays together mean y'all have to stay in one household in order to be together, in order to be one.
Right.
And you know, you can still be able to have an understanding to be able to come together and raise that child. You know, and I feel like if a man and a woman, you know, they can lay and make a baby, and they ought to be able to stand and come to an agreement about how to raise this child together. It shouldn't that child support thing is for those who can't be an adult.
Right.
You know what I mean? They can't come together, you know.
Right.
And
definitely. That is so true.
it's very unnecessary for them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's right. You see a lot of them, they make a decision to lay down, you know what I'm saying, and have this child. But just like you said, it takes 2 to raise, you know, a child.
But they can't stand up.
Right.
And that's the thing. And a lot of it is just ignorance, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of it is just ignorance. And they just don't want to be reasonable. They just don't want to be adults, you know what I mean? And
they become selfish too, man.
they become very selfish.
Yeah, because it's about them, you know. When you got kids, man, it ain't about you.
Yeah, it's about that
You know,
child.
it's about that child. There are a lot of things that, you know, as an adult, as parents, you know, sometimes you may have to go without so that your kids can have, you know. That's the way I was raised, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way I saw, you know, my mom, you know, a whole lot of things she would, you know, do without so that we can have. You know, that's a great parent, you know.
Well, and that's the thing today. A lot of these young parents, and we know what it is most of the time, and it come from, you know, just how things has changed over time. And like they said, babies having babies.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, ain't nobody teaching nobody how to be an adult, or don't nobody want to be responsible enough to take the responsibility or the sacrifice you have to make for this child.
Right.
So they get angry. You know what I mean? Because and like my woman, she loved to say, hey, they having babies for the wrong reasons.
Right.
That's the first thing.
So what are some of the wrong reasons why they having babies, man?
Cause you know, men, it's both sides. It ain't no either or, but
Uh-huh.
you know, they have baby to keep to keep their significant other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or they have a baby, and you know, like I say, both ways, men and women. Sometimes riches, money.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? They see somebody in a high position and they feel like, hey, if I, you know,
Can stick it.
yeah, and do that right there. Hey, I'm gonna get me some money.
Got that pocketbook.
Exactly. But see, when you do things for the wrong reason, it always turn out bad, and you're left
That's
with,
right.
you know what I mean? You're left with a situation that hey, you have to deal with. So don't get mad if you made a bad decision and you having children for the wrong reason. Hey,
Right.
don't be grown about it if it don't work out your way. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And that's what they got to feel. That's what they got to understand.
Uh-huh.
You know, think about your consequences
Right.
before you do it. My mom used to tell me all the time, hey, when you go out that door, Michael, when you leave this house, she say, hey, you better think about the consequences. And
Right.
if you can't deal with them consequences, don't you do it.
That's right.
And that's what a lot of us, you know what I mean? I ain't you know, because I'm me now.